Hello gentlemen traders and investors. Thank you very much for watching our video review. We will compare the main fundamental indicators of the corporation Northwest Natural Holding Co., ticker NWN. This review is based on information as of July 26, 2024. By classification Guru.Markets company Northwest Natural belongs to the subcategory Housing and Communal Services. 46 organizations take part in the analysis, and this is very representative. Let's start with summary data for the company. A little further we will study each indicator in more detail. If necessary, you can pause it. You can study each indicator of the organization in question more thoroughly. Access to the table with the structure of company tickers is absolutely free and free. Well, friends, we are finally starting. Market capitalization of the organization Northwest Natural Holding Company valued at $1.53 billion. Market capitalization of the subcategory is $441 billion. Northwest Natural Holding Company has a share of 0.348% and is one of the very small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $1.33 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $170 billion. Northwest Natural accounts for a share of 0.781%. Comparing the occupied shares of market and book value, we see the following. Share Northwest Natural Holding Co. in the subcategory in the case of assessing the exchange value is 0.348%. The balance sheet capitalization is 0.781%. This is a 124% increase in market capitalization share. Assessment of the organization's share of market and balance sheet capitalization in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. Total company assessment Northwest Natural will be demonstrated towards the end of the review. Please watch the logic of the study to the end. The debt obligations of the company under study amount to $1.725 billion. Debt to book capitalization amounts to 129.7% of the company's capital. Assessment by the level of the company's financial liabilities, bad, -1 point. The balance of the company's market value to profit corresponds to 17.9. With an average for the subcategory of 32.5, this is 45% lower than in the subcategory. An assessment of the company's stock price to its earnings in comparison with the subcategory. Good, 1 point. Profit for the last 12 months was $86 million. Future earnings for the next 12 months are tentatively expected to be $103 million. This is 20.1% more than the current figure. Assessment of expected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's price-to-revenue ratio is 1.3. The average in the subcategory is 1.8, which is 28% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the market price-to-revenue ratio in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $1,170 million. Future revenue for the next 12 months is tentatively expected to be $1,400 million, which is 20% more than now. Assess expected future sales performance against subcategory performance. Good, 0.5 points. The sales margin is 7.4%, with an average for the subcategory of 5.5%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1.9%. Profitability assessment in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.244%, which is 43% less than the share of market capitalization. And this shows the imbalance in the stock exchange value of the organization Northwest Natural Holding Co., most likely towards revaluation. The amount of capital for each employee of the company is $1,264,000. Whereas in the subcategory there are $886,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 42.7%. Estimation of the company's capital volume per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit for each employee of the company is $70,800, with the average in the subcategory, $27,300. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 160%. Estimation of profit for each company employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Revenue for each employee of the organization is $963,000. By subcategory, $496,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 94%. Estimation of sales volume per individual employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Good, 0.5 points. Shares are short 1.7%, with a subcategory average of 3.4%. This is an indicator of a possible short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 73% for the company Northwest Natural. For the subcategory, the RSI level, 14, is approximately 55%. On average, shares in the subcategory are valued lower than Northwest Natural Holding Company. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Northwest Natural and subcategory companies. We can see that over the last 12 months the company's shares Northwest Natural showed a change of -9.2%. Against price changes in the subcategory 7.3%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Before showing the total score, I kindly ask. Leave your rating of the company Northwest Natural in the comments to this video. We monitor all comments and try to respond to almost every comment. Your responses in the comments significantly contribute to the development of the channel Guru.Markets. Overall result, 4 out of 10 points. The average score for the subcategory is 0.6 points. If you look very broadly, within the stock market as a whole, we see that the average score for the stock market in the aggregate is 0.3 points. Against a 4-point rating for the company Northwest Natural. Let's go to the order table, it is available to you, the link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions made by the information and reference evaluation system Guru.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open, link in pinned comment. Let us recall that earlier on January 28, 2024, an order was published. Company ticker NWN. Information System Guru.Markets, the following decision is made on this order. Close the order. The result is a profit of 4.2%. Thank you all so much for watching to the end and for using the help system from Guru.Markets. You all really are the most excellent audience.